I'm Natasha, your host for today. If you're new here, I'd love to tell you that we upload a brand new English learning video every single day. Each one is designed to help you improve your English faster and speak more confidently. In today's episode, you'll not only improve your English speaking and listening skills, but you'll also strengthen your vocabulary, your rhythm, and your natural fluency, all through real-life daily routine conversations. We'll explore how to talk about your day in English, from morning to night, using natural phrases, real-life examples, and fluency-building techniques that will help you sound confident in any situation. By the end of this masterclass, you'll be able to describe your daily activities easily, express your thoughts clearly, and understand how native speakers connect their words naturally in conversation. I'll guide you step by step. With speaking practice, shadowing exercises, and vocabulary expansion moments that'll help you level up your English fluency. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss a new English learning episode like this. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin your daily routine English conversations fluency masterclass. Together. Hello again, my friend. I'm really glad you're here today, because this lesson will become one of the most powerful tools for your daily English practice. When you practice English through daily routines, you make the language a part of your life, not just something you study. That's the secret to fluency. You don't learn English only from books. You live it through your everyday actions, thoughts, and small conversations that happen all around you. Let's start simple. Imagine your morning. The alarm rings. You slowly open your eyes and stretch your arms. This is your first opportunity to think in English. You can softly say to yourself, "I'm waking up. It's a new day. I feel a little sleepy but ready to start my day." These small phrases are simple, but they train your brain to describe your life in English without translation. Repeat after me slowly. I'm waking up. I'm opening my eyes. I'm getting out of bed. Good. Feel the rhythm of English as you say these lines. When you go to the bathroom, you can continue practicing. Say, "I'm brushing my teeth. I'm washing my face. I'm getting ready for the day." It might sound basic, but it builds a natural speaking habit. The more you describe your actions in English, the faster you'll connect your thoughts with English words. So, while you do these things, keep speaking. Whisper to yourself if you like. The goal is to make English your daily companion, not just a subject you study once a week. Now, think about what you usually do next. Maybe you prepare your breakfast. You can say, "I'm making coffee. I'm toasting some bread. I'm frying an egg." This exercise helps you connect verbs with objects in real time, and that's how your fluency grows. When you talk about real actions as you do them, your memory becomes stronger, and your pronunciation improves naturally. Let's add a short practice moment here. Repeat these sentences after me slowly, keeping your focus on the sound and flow. I wake up early every day. I take a shower and get dressed. I eat breakfast before going to work. I listen to music on my way to the office. Excellent! Now say them again, but imagine you're telling your friend what your morning looks like. Speak like you're sharing a story, not just reading lines. This shift in mindset makes your English sound more real and emotional. Throughout your day, your routine gives you endless moments to practice. If you're commuting, for example, you can describe what you see around you. Say, the street is busy, cars are moving fast, people are walking quickly, the air feels fresh. This type of description practice improves both your vocabulary and your awareness of English patterns. It helps you think faster because you're observing and expressing at the same time. Another small but effective practice is talking to yourself when you plan your day. You can say, I have to finish my project today. I need to call my friend. I'm going to buy groceries after work. These are everyday phrases, yet they train your mind to think about your goals and schedule in English. The more you do this, the more automatic it becomes. Now, let's practice a little mini conversation. Imagine you meet your friend in the morning. You smile and say, Good morning. How are you today? Your friend replies, I'm great, just a little tired. I stayed up late last night. Then you can say, Oh, really? I went to bed early, but I still feel sleepy. Try repeating this dialogue with me. Feel how natural and friendly it sounds. Practicing small exchanges like this helps you build confidence for real situations. Let's continue with vocabulary expansion from the morning routine. Words like alarm clock, toothbrush, toothpaste, towel, mirror, soap, shampoo, breakfast, cereal, coffee, and toast are very common. Try creating short sentences with them. I turned off my alarm clock. I brushed my teeth with mint toothpaste. I dried my face with a clean towel. I made a cup of coffee before breakfast. Excellent. Notice how these sentences describe simple actions. That's what natural English is all about. As we move forward, remember that fluency is built through repetition and emotion. When you feel connected to what you say, the words stay longer in your memory. So while you practice, imagine yourself truly living those sentences. See the morning light. Feel the warmth of your coffee cup. Hear the sound of your footsteps. These sensory details make your English alive and personal. Let's do another spoken exercise together. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat it slowly after me. Ready? I'm getting ready for work. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm checking my phone for messages. I'm leaving the house. Good job. Now let's turn it into past tense together. I got ready for work. I put on my shoes. I checked my phone for messages. I left the house. Great. Switching between tenses like this helps you become flexible when speaking. If you ever feel shy about speaking English aloud, remember, it's completely normal. But you can still practice quietly in your mind. When you see something, think of how you'd describe it in English. For example, when you see a bus, think, the bus is full today. The driver is smiling. People are talking quietly. This silent practice still strengthens your fluency because you're training your inner voice to think in English. Before we move further, I want to remind you of a small but powerful idea. Don't aim for perfection, aim for connection. Speak naturally, even if you make small mistakes. Every word you speak is progress. Every sentence builds confidence. And every time you describe your day in English, you're getting closer to true fluency. After the morning rush, the day slowly unfolds. You've left the house, and the world outside is already awake. Maybe you're walking to work, or maybe you're taking the bus, or driving. Whatever your routine is, this is a great time to practice observation and storytelling in English. You can describe everything you see, everything you do, and even everything you feel. Say quietly to yourself, the sun is shining. I can feel the warm air on my face. People are walking quickly to work. I'm crossing the street carefully. These small sentences build natural rhythm, just like the heartbeat of the language. When you practice describing what's around you, your brain learns to process English in real time. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. You can even imagine that you're talking to someone beside you and telling them what you notice. You could say, "Look at that cafe on the corner. It smells so good. I love the sound of coffee machines in the morning." This helps your English sound conversational and emotional, not robotic. Now imagine you've arrived at work, at school, or wherever you spend most of your day. Your English practice continues here too. You can practice short inner dialogues like, "I need to check my emails. I have a meeting at 10. I'm preparing a report today." These are realistic sentences you can use every single day. Let's practice together. Repeat after me, slowly and naturally. I start my work at 9. I check my messages and answer emails. I talk to my colleagues about the new project. I have a cup of tea before the meeting starts. Very good. Now repeat again. But this time, imagine you're actually in the office, talking to someone about your day. Feel your tone become more relaxed and expressive. Speaking English fluently isn't only about vocabulary, it's about rhythm and connection. When you speak, try to imagine that you're sharing your thoughts with warmth and energy. Even if you're alone, smile while you speak. Your voice changes naturally when you smile, and it makes your tone more engaging. Now let's move into a small role play. Imagine you're at your desk, and a coworker walks by. They say, "Hey, how's your morning going so far?" You reply, "Pretty good, thanks. I've just finished replying to emails. How about you?" Your coworker says, "It's been busy already. I've got a few meetings today." You answer, "Same here. Let's grab coffee later." Repeat this short exchange after me slowly. Listen to the intonation, how the voice rises and falls, because that's what makes English sound natural. Conversation practice like this is powerful because it connects vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation all at once. It helps you become spontaneous when speaking. You don't have to think about every word. The words just come. Let's take a quick vocabulary moment related to work or study routines. Words like desk, laptop, keyboard, meeting, schedule, deadline, lunch break, assignment, and coworker appear often in everyday English. Let's practice with a few natural sentences. I'm sitting at my desk right now. I'm typing an email on my laptop. We have a meeting after lunch. My schedule is full today. I'm trying to finish before the deadline. Try repeating each one slowly, imagining the situation. Now imagine it's lunchtime. This is one of the best moments to practice social English because lunchtime conversations are relaxed and natural. You might say to your colleague, "Hey, do you want to grab lunch?" They could reply, "Sure, where do you want to go?" You say, "Let's go to that small cafe nearby. Their sandwiches are really good." Repeat this conversation a few times. Try changing the place or food each time. That's how you expand your vocabulary naturally. Let's build a mini vocabulary list in context. I'm eating a salad. I'm drinking water. The soup smells delicious. I'm enjoying my lunch break. Say these out loud with emotion, not just as words, because emotion creates memory. As the afternoon goes on, energy starts to change. People return to work, and the rhythm of the day slows down a little. This is another chance to practice descriptive English. You can say, "The office feels quiet now. Everyone is focused on their tasks. I'm checking my notes for tomorrow's meeting." Each of these lines can become a small practice moment. Let's make it more interactive now. I'll say a sentence, and after a short pause, you'll repeat it. I'm working on an important task. Pause. I'm learning new things every day. Pause. I'm feeling more confident with my English. Pause. I'm doing my best and improving step by step. Excellent. You see, when you connect practice with real-life emotion, your English becomes part of who you are. Now let's step outside for a moment. Imagine your workday is done, and you're walking home or leaving the office. The evening light is soft. People are laughing. Cars are moving slowly. You can describe what you see. The sky is turning orange. The streets are less crowded now. I feel calm after a long day. Describing scenes like this in English helps you develop storytelling ability. You learn to express feelings, not only facts. Let's create a short daily routine story together. Repeat it line by line. I woke up early this morning. I made a cup of coffee and prepared breakfast. I went to work and had a productive day. I talked with my coworkers and learned something new. After work, I took a walk and enjoyed the evening breeze. Perfect. That's how you can turn your day into English practice every single time. Now we'll do one more reflection exercise. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your full day, from the morning alarm to the peaceful evening. Try to describe it in English from beginning to end. You might say, I woke up early, brushed my teeth, and had breakfast. Then I went to work, met some friends, and came back home. Now I'm relaxing. Simple, but powerful. Every time you tell your story like this, your English memory becomes stronger, and your brain becomes faster at forming sentences. Remember, vocabulary grows best when it's connected to emotions and real actions. Don't try to memorize random lists. Instead, live the words. If you learn the word commute, connect it with your real experience of traveling. If you learn the phrase grab a bite, imagine actually eating lunch with a friend. Context creates memory. Let's do a few real-life talk practices now. Imagine you're speaking naturally to someone about your routine. Repeat after me. I usually wake up around 7. I take a shower, get dressed, and go to work. I eat lunch at my desk when I'm busy. In the evening, I relax and watch a movie. Good. Now change it slightly to make it personal. For example, I wake up at 6:30 because I like quiet. Mornings. I make green tea instead of coffee. I go jogging before breakfast. The more you personalize your sentences, the faster you remember them. Now, I want you to listen to the next few sentences and shadow them. That means you speak along with me at the same time. Ready? I'm learning to speak English more naturally. I'm describing my daily life in English. I'm confident when I practice every day. I'm proud of my progress. Very nice. Shadowing like this improves pronunciation, tone, and confidence. It trains your mouth and your brain at the same time. Before we move further, take a deep breath and appreciate how much you've practiced today. You've described actions, built new vocabulary, and created full sentences connected to your life. Every word you speak in English is one step closer to fluency. Now that you're back home after a long day, Let's move into your evening routine together. This part of the day is perfect for relaxed English practice because your mind is calmer and you can focus more on expression and pronunciation. When you walk into your home, notice how it feels to step inside. You can say quietly, "I'm home. It feels good to be back. The house is quiet. I'm going to change my clothes and make something to eat." These small sentences describe your world in real time and create natural rhythm in your speech. When you speak about your evening routine, you're also learning how to express comfort, rest, and emotion. You can say, "I'm tired but happy. I had a long day, but I did my best. I'm proud of myself for what I accomplished today." Practicing gratitude through English helps you speak more confidently and positively, and it's a wonderful way to combine emotional awareness with language learning. Let's do a short reflection practice now. Repeat after me slowly. I'm changing into comfortable clothes. I'm turning on the lights. I'm opening the window for some fresh air. I'm preparing dinner. Excellent! Now try to imagine each action as you speak. This will help you connect language with visualization, one of the strongest learning methods. Maybe you're cooking dinner or ordering food. You can practice common daily phrases such as, "I'm cutting vegetables," "I'm boiling water," "I'm frying some rice," "I'm setting the table." If you're not cooking, you can still practice different versions. "I ordered pizza tonight." "The food smells delicious." "I'm watching a movie while eating dinner." All of these examples train you to speak about simple actions naturally and effortlessly. Let's practice a mini conversation during dinner time. Imagine you're at the table with a friend or family member. You can say, "How was your day?" And they reply, "It was good. I had a lot of work but finished everything." Then you can answer, "That's great. I was busy too, but now I'm just relaxing." Try repeating it with me. Slow, clear, and expressive. Focus on the tone of friendliness that makes your English sound natural and warm. When you're finished eating, you can continue practicing your vocabulary and sentence flow by describing what comes next. "I'm washing the dishes." "I'm cleaning the kitchen." "I'm putting everything back in place." These may sound like simple lines, but they teach you rhythm and everyday structure. English is not only about big, complex sentences. Fluency is built from small patterns, repeated every day. Now let's explore how to express emotions in English connected to your evening mood. You can say, "I feel relaxed." "I'm happy to be home." "I'm thinking about tomorrow." "I'm ready to rest." These emotional sentences add depth to your communication. You're not just saying what you do, you're expressing how you feel while doing it. This helps you develop emotional fluency, the ability to express thoughts and feelings naturally in English. Let's do a calm listening and shadowing practice together. Repeat softly after me, as if you're talking to yourself in the evening light. "I'm sitting on the sofa." "I'm scrolling through my phone." "I'm reading some messages from friends." "I'm smiling as I remember funny moments from today." Beautiful. Notice how your voice feels smoother when you relax into the rhythm of English. Now, imagine you're having a short chat with a friend in the evening. This is how a real English conversation might sound. "Hey, how was your day?" "Pretty good. I worked a lot, but I learned something new." "That's nice. What are you doing now?" "Just relaxing, watching some videos." "Same here. I'm having dinner and getting ready for bed. Try repeating this exchange slowly, keeping your tone soft and natural. Practice like this often. It builds conversational flow without effort. Let's take this moment to learn new vocabulary from evening routines. Words like sofa, pillow, blanket, remote, light, dinner, dishes, nap, and pajamas are very common. Try making your own sentences with them now. I'm lying on the sofa with a blanket. I'm turning off the lights. I'm wearing my favorite pajamas. Excellent. Keep these small vocabulary groups connected to your real daily life. It's easier to remember words when they belong to your personal story. As you move toward the end of your day, let's do a review your day exercise, one of the most powerful English speaking techniques. Sit quietly for a moment and speak aloud everything you did today in English, step by step. I woke up early and made breakfast. I went to work and talked to my coworkers. I had lunch at my desk and finished my tasks. I came back home, cooked dinner, and now I'm relaxing before bed. This kind of review turns your memory into a speaking tool. It trains your fluency through reflection. Let's do another short practice. Repeat these soft, nightly reflections after me. I'm proud of my effort today. I learned something new in English. I spoke more confidently. I'm grateful for every moment of progress. Good job! See how speaking kindly to yourself in English helps you stay motivated? You're not just learning words. You're building a mindset of growth and positivity through language. Now imagine it's almost bedtime. You're brushing your teeth, washing your face, preparing your bed. You can practice simple sentences such as, I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm turning off my phone. I'm setting my alarm for tomorrow. I'm lying down and closing my eyes. Speaking these softly creates natural rhythm and helps you internalize structure. If you want to take your evening English practice even further, try a bedtime journaling exercise. Before you sleep, write or say out loud a few sentences in English about your day. For example, today was productive. I finished my work on time. I spoke English with confidence. I feel good about my progress. When you do this every night, English becomes a part of your thinking habit, not just a subject you study. Let's make this more interactive with a guided reflection. I'll say a line, and you repeat it after me. I'm calm and relaxed now. Pause. I'm ready to rest and recharge. Pause. Tomorrow will be another chance to practice and improve. Pause. I'm thankful for this day and everything I learned. Excellent. Fluency isn't something that happens overnight. It grows every time you speak with awareness and emotion. When you describe your daily routine in English, you're doing more than language practice. You're training your mind to live in English. You're learning how to express reality as it happens. And that's the true foundation of speaking confidently. Let's continue our lesson. I want you to take one last deep breath. Feel proud of yourself for listening, repeating, and learning with patience. Remember, every sentence you say in English brings you one step closer to fluency. So never stop speaking, never stop describing your day, and never stop growing through English. Let's move deeper into vocabulary and expression, because the more words you can use naturally, the more confident you become when speaking English. Vocabulary is like paint on a canvas. It gives color to your ideas and helps people understand your thoughts clearly. But remember, it's not about memorizing long lists. It's about using the right words at the right moment in real conversations. Let's begin with words connected to your home, the place where you live, rest, and think in English. Repeat these soft daily sentences after me. I open the window to let in some fresh air. I water the plants in the living room. I fold my clothes and put them in the closet. I tidy up my desk before I sleep. Excellent! Every time you describe your space in English, you're creating personal context for those words, and that's what makes them stick in your memory. Now, let's build some emotional vocabulary that matches everyday experiences. You can say, I feel calm when my room is clean. I feel focused when my desk is organized. I feel relaxed when I light a candle and listen to music. When you attach feelings to actions, English becomes part of your emotional memory, and emotion is one of the strongest learning tools your brain has. Let's imagine you're getting ready to go somewhere, maybe to the market or to meet a friend. You can use travel and movement words like walk, drive, ride, wait, arrive, and return. Try saying these short sentences slowly with me. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm riding my bike to the store. I'm walking down the street and enjoying the sunshine. I'm arriving at the cafe to meet my friend. Good. Each phrase helps you learn how to connect verbs and prepositions naturally, a key part of fluent English. Let's create a friendly conversation around this moment. Imagine your friend asks, "Where are you?" You reply, "I'm on my way to the market." Then your friend says, "Can you buy some fruit?" You respond, "Sure, I'll get some apples and bananas." Repeat this small exchange and pay attention to the rhythm of each line. Simple, short, and clear. That's how real English sounds. Now, let's expand your vocabulary around food and daily meals. Because food conversations happen everywhere, at home, at work, with friends, and even when traveling. Say with me slowly, I'm cooking pasta for lunch. I'm making tea for my friend. I'm ordering food online because I'm tired. I'm trying a new recipe tonight. Wonderful! You can practice by describing what you eat each day in English. For example, today I ate rice and vegetables for lunch. I drank orange juice in the morning. I had soup for dinner. These small daily lines train you to express real experiences. Let's pause for a practice moment. I'll say a few phrases, and you repeat them while imagining the scene clearly. The soup is hot and delicious. The bread is soft and fresh. I'm pouring water into a glass. I'm washing the dishes after dinner. Excellent. Notice how every phrase includes a verb. That's what gives life and motion to your English sentences. Now, let's talk about your free time. The time when you can relax, read, or do things you enjoy. This is also a great topic to practice natural English because everyone loves to talk about their hobbies. You can say, I like reading books in the evening. I enjoy listening to music after work. I go for a walk when I need fresh air. I love watching movies on weekends. Say these slowly after me, one by one. Good. Let's turn that into a short conversation to make it feel real. Your friend says, what do you usually do after work? You reply, I usually listen to music or go for a walk. They say, that sounds nice. Do you like reading too? You answer, yes, I read a little every night before bed. Repeat this mini conversation with me, paying attention to the smooth, friendly tone of the voice. Now, let's build vocabulary for describing free time activities. Words like book, song, movie, walk, park, gym, exercise, and rest are very common in everyday English. Try forming simple sentences using them. I read an interesting book yesterday. I listened to a relaxing song this morning. I went for a walk in the park after lunch. I exercised at the gym before dinner. These are powerful patterns, short, rhythmic, and real. If you want to sound more natural, you can also connect ideas using linking phrases like after that, then, later, and finally. For example, I finished my work, then I went for a walk. After that, I made dinner and watched a movie. Later, I talked with my friend online. Finally, I went to bed feeling calm. Try repeating that slowly, hearing the smooth connection between ideas. These linking phrases make your English storytelling flow like a native speaker's. Now let's try a daily life monologue together, something you can practice aloud when you're alone. Today was a good day. I woke up early, made breakfast, and cleaned my room. Then I studied English for an hour and went for a short walk. In the afternoon, I worked on my computer and talked with my friends. In the evening, I watched a movie and had dinner with my family. Now I'm relaxing before going to sleep. Excellent! This type of spoken summary builds your fluency faster than memorizing grammar rules, because you're using English as a tool to express your real life, to grow your vocabulary naturally. You can also play a simple mental game. Every time you look at something around you, try to name it in English. If you see a table, say table. If you see your phone, say phone. Then, try to add a full sentence. The phone is on the table. The light is bright. The chair is comfortable. This technique strengthens your memory by connecting English words to your daily environment. Let's do a guided exercise together now. I'll describe a scene, and you imagine it clearly while repeating the sentences. You're sitting near a window, holding a cup of tea. The sky is blue, and you can hear birds outside. You open your notebook and write some English sentences. You feel calm and focused. Very nice. Visualization like this connects imagination with language. It makes English emotional and real. Finally, let's take a short vocabulary reflection moment. Close your eyes and think of 10 words from your day that you can describe in English. Maybe words like coffee, chair, street, phone, friend, bus, music, smile, light, and sky. Now, form simple sentences with them. I'm drinking coffee. I'm sitting on a chair. I'm walking down the street. I'm listening to music. I'm smiling at the sky. Excellent! You just practiced thinking directly in English, a true step toward fluency. The more you use English to describe life, the more naturally it flows out of your mouth when you speak. You don't need perfect grammar at first. What matters is flow, confidence, and emotional connection. Every sentence you build is a bridge between your mind and your voice. Now let's take everything we've learned and turn it into real conversation practice. Because fluency doesn't grow from just knowing words. It grows when you use those words in natural situations. So, now I want you to imagine you're speaking with me, step by step, as if we're having a real conversation about your daily life. Let's start from the morning again. But this time, make it sound more personal and connected. I'll ask, and you'll answer after me. What time do you usually wake up? Pause. I usually wake up around 7 in the morning. What's the first thing you do after waking up? Pause. I stretch a little and check my phone. Do you make your bed? Pause. Yes, I always make my bed right after getting up. Very nice. This type of repetition builds speed and confidence. It trains your mouth and your mind together. Now, let's continue with some more practice. What do you have for breakfast? Pause. I usually eat bread and eggs with a cup of coffee. Do you eat breakfast at home or outside? Pause. Mostly at home, but sometimes I grab a coffee on my way to work. Excellent. The goal is not to speak fast, but to speak naturally. Feel the flow of the questions and answers. Let's switch roles now. You can ask me the questions in your mind, and I'll give the answers. Imagine you're the one leading the conversation. I usually start my day early. I drink a glass of water and open the window for fresh air. I take a shower, get dressed, and prepare breakfast. Then I sit down with my cup of coffee and plan my tasks for the day. This simple storytelling pattern is how native speakers describe their routines naturally. Short, clear sentences connected smoothly. Now let's focus on pronunciation rhythm for A. Moment. Listen and repeat each line with emotion and flow. I wake up early every day. I brush my teeth and wash my face. I get ready for work and leave the house. I listen to music on my way. Good. Now repeat the same lines again, but this time connect the sounds smoothly, like natural speech. I wake up early every day, brush my teeth, wash my face, and get ready for work. See how the words connect? That connection is called linking. It makes your English sound natural and fluent. Next, let's move to the middle of the day, when you're busy working or studying. I'll ask again, and you can answer with me. Do you work or study during the day? Pause. Yes, I work at an office. Or, yes, I study at university. What do you usually do in the morning at work? Pause. I check my emails, attend meetings, and complete my tasks. Do you talk to your colleagues? Pause. Yes, we usually discuss our projects and help each other. Great. Now let's transform those short answers into a short daily story. Every morning, I arrive at my office around 9. I greet my coworkers and sit at my desk. I check my messages, reply to emails, and start working on my project. Sometimes we have a quick meeting to discuss ideas. Around noon, I take a short break and talk with my colleagues about lunch plans. Perfect. That's the rhythm of real English conversation. Simple, connected, and alive. Let's practice a lunchtime dialogue now. Imagine you're with a friend during your lunch break. Hey, what are you eating today? Just a sandwich. I didn't have time to cook. Oh, I made pasta this morning. That sounds great. I wish I could cook every day. It's not too hard, you just need to plan ahead. Good. Try repeating this with me, line by line, keeping your tone friendly and warm. Now, let's shift to the afternoon. This is when many people start to feel tired or sleepy, so let's use that feeling to practice new vocabulary and expressions. You can say, I'm feeling sleepy after lunch, or I need a cup of coffee to stay awake. You can also describe your situation. The office is quiet, and I'm focusing on my work. Repeat these lines slowly, then naturally connect them. I'm feeling sleepy after lunch, but I need to finish my work before evening. Excellent. That's real-world English. Let's add a short exercise about expressing time and sequence. You can say, in the morning, I wake up early. Then I get ready and go to work. In the afternoon, I take a short break and finish my tasks. In the evening, I go home and relax. Now try saying it again without pausing. In the morning, I wake up early, get ready, and go to work. In the afternoon, I take a break and finish my tasks. In the evening, I go home and relax. Smooth connection between ideas is what creates fluency. Now let's work on intonation, the music of your voice. Say this sentence slowly, with feeling. I had a busy day, but it was a good day. Notice how your voice rises slightly at busy day and falls softly at good day. Try another. I'm tired, but I'm happy. Good. This kind of emotional speaking makes your English sound natural and expressive. Now we'll talk about your evening again, but with conversational flow. What do you usually do after work? Pause. I usually go home, take a shower, and have dinner. Do you watch TV or read? Pause. Sometimes I watch movies, and sometimes I read before bed. What kind of movies do you like? Pause. I enjoy romantic and comedy movies. See? You've just practiced an entire conversation about your day. To help you internalize all of this, let's do a slow shadowing session together. I'll speak, and you'll speak with me at the same time, repeating my rhythm. Ready? I wake up early every morning. I take a shower, have breakfast, and leave for work. I spend my day learning new things and talking with people. In the evening, I come home, eat dinner, and relax before going to sleep. Wonderful! Shadowing every day for 10 minutes can completely change how naturally you speak. Now, let's imagine another real-life setting. You're meeting a friend for a casual chat at a cafe. You can begin with, "Hi, how was your day?" Your friend says, "It was okay. I had a lot of work." You reply, "Yeah, me too. I'm happy it's over." Then they say, "Do you want some coffee?" You answer, "Sure, let's get a latte." Repeat that exchange and feel how natural small talk sounds in English. It's not about complicated grammar. It's about rhythm, tone, and confidence. Let's add another little challenge for pronunciation. Repeat these short, smooth sentences after me. I'm feeling great today. It's been a long day. Let's take a break. I really need some rest. I'll call you tomorrow. Nice. Speak them as if you're really talking to someone. That energy makes your pronunciation sound alive and confident. Remember, fluency isn't a race, it's a rhythm. Every sentence you repeat builds stronger pathways in your brain. The key is consistency. A few minutes of real-life English practice every day can change your confidence completely. Don't just learn. Live the language, breathe it, and make it part of your routine. Chuang ti ding duan, chuang ti di duan. Now that we've practiced your basic daily routine conversations, let's take your English one step further. The next step to real fluency is not just describing what you do. It's expressing how you feel, what you think, and what you notice about life around you. These are the details that make your English sound natural and alive. Let's start with a simple example. You can say, "I'm drinking coffee." That's a basic sentence. But when you add emotion or description, it becomes richer. I'm drinking hot coffee, and it smells so good this morning. See how that small detail brings the moment to life? You can do this with any sentence. For example, instead of saying I'm walking, say, I'm walking slowly through the park, feeling the cool air on my face. Adding emotion and sensory detail makes your English sound fluent and real. Let's do a short exercise together. I'll give you plain sentences, and you'll repeat the improved versions after me. I'm eating dinner becomes I'm eating dinner while listening to soft music. I'm reading a book becomes I'm reading a book that makes me smile. I'm working today becomes I'm working hard today, but I'm enjoying what I do. Beautiful. The more you describe, the more expressive your English becomes. Now let's practice conversation that includes opinions, because fluency also means being able to share your thoughts naturally. Imagine a friend asks you, "Do you like your morning routine?" You could say, "Yes, I do. It helps me start the day with energy." Or maybe, "Not really. I wish I could wake up later." Both answers are natural and personal. Try saying them now with a relaxed tone. Good. Let's go further. I'll ask you some opinion-style questions, and you can answer aloud after me. What's your favorite time of day? Pause. I love the evening because it feels peaceful. Do you prefer working in the morning or at night? Pause. I prefer the morning. My mind is fresh. What's something you enjoy doing after work? Pause. I like taking a short walk to clear my mind. Excellent. Speaking your thoughts out loud builds real conversational confidence. Now, let's focus on emotional vocabulary, the words we use to express how we feel throughout the day. For example, when you wake up, you might say, "I feel lazy today," or "I'm excited to start my day." During the afternoon, "I'm a little tired but still focused." In the evening, "I'm relaxed and happy." These simple feelings make your sentences sound more human and natural. Let's practice a few emotional lines together. Repeat after me slowly. I feel calm when I drink my morning tea. I get a little stressed when I'm late for work. I feel happy when I finish my tasks early. I feel peaceful when I listen to music in the evening. Beautiful. Feel each emotion as you speak. That emotional connection will make your English stick deeply in your memory. Now let's talk about describing the world around you, because observation is a secret weapon for learning English faster. Every time you notice something, describe it in English in your mind. For example, the sky is clear today. The air feels warm. The street is quiet. The people look busy. These sentences may seem small, but they help your brain connect real life with English naturally. Let's make this more immersive with a guided visualization. Imagine it's a calm morning. You open your window and soft sunlight fills your room. You take a deep breath and say, "The morning feels peaceful. The birds are singing. The world is slowly waking up." You smile and whisper, "I'm ready for the day." Practicing like this helps you internalize English without needing to memorize anything. It's all about rhythm, feeling, and daily connection. Let's take this further into a mini storytelling exercise. I'll describe a day, and you can repeat the story with me, imagining it's your own. I woke up early today and opened the window. The air was fresh and cool. I made a cup of tea and watched the sun rise. Then I got ready for work, checked my emails, and talked to my team. In the evening, I came home, cooked dinner, and watched a short movie. Now I'm resting and feeling calm. This is a simple, complete story, perfect for fluency practice. Now, let's practice natural English questions that you can use in everyday conversations about routines in life. Repeat them slowly after me. What time do you usually get up? Do you eat breakfast every morning? How do you go to work? What do you usually do on weekends? When do you go to bed? Do you like to exercise? How often do you cook at home? Great! Each of these questions can start a real conversation, and answering them daily helps you master speaking without hesitation. Let's do a back and forth conversational flow together now. Hi, how's your day going? It's going well, just a bit busy. What did you do today? I worked all morning and met my friend for lunch. That sounds nice. What did you eat? We had pasta and juice. It was delicious. Are you free later? Maybe I might relax at home tonight. Excellent. This is how fluent English feels: light, natural, and connected to everyday life. Now, let's talk about rhythm, because English has its own natural beat, and mastering it can change the way you sound completely. Try this small repetition exercise with me. I wake up early, I take a shower, I make breakfast, I go to work. Now say it again, but this time connect the words smoothly without stopping. I wake up early, take a shower, make breakfast, and go to work. Feel the soft connection. That's rhythm. When your words connect naturally, you sound fluent. To strengthen your rhythm and memory, try this simple routine every day. Pick one time of day, maybe morning, afternoon, or evening, and describe everything you do for 5 minutes in English. You can say, I'm brushing my hair, I'm choosing my clothes, I'm putting on my shoes, I'm leaving the house. Do this slowly and clearly. This short habit creates daily repetition, and daily repetition builds long-term fluency. Let's continue with an emotional reminder. Learning English through daily routines isn't just about speaking. It's about living your life through a new language. Every time you describe your actions, feelings, and thoughts in English, you're training your mind to think differently. And one day, you'll notice that you're not translating anymore. You're simply thinking in English, naturally, fluently, and confidently. Now that you're getting comfortable describing your daily actions, it's time to focus on spontaneous speaking, the ability to talk without planning every word. This skill grows through repetition, rhythm, and imagination. So, let's use your daily routine as the stage for some natural shadowing and real-life story building. Imagine it's another beautiful morning. You open your eyes, and sunlight gently touches your face. Without translating, you whisper softly, "It's a new day. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm ready to start again." Then you sit up and say, "I'm stretching my arms. I'm smiling at the day ahead." Feel how warm and natural that sounds? That's English that flows directly from emotion, not from a textbook. Let's do a guided shadowing exercise now. I'll speak, and you'll repeat right after me in your own voice, slowly and softly. I wake up and take a deep breath. I get out of bed and open the window. The air feels cool and fresh. I walk to the kitchen and make a cup of tea. I sit quietly and plan my day. Excellent! Try to imagine every detail as you speak: the smell of tea, the sound of the morning. Visualization makes your English real. Now let's take that short story and continue it naturally. After breakfast, I prepare my bag and check my phone. I see a few new messages from friends. I reply quickly and head outside. The street is calm and the sky is clear. I start walking to work, enjoying the soft breeze on my face. Beautiful. This is the rhythm of real English conversation. Simple actions connected with emotion and detail. Let's expand your practice with dialogue shadowing, repeating small, natural exchanges between two people. I'll read both sides. and you'll repeat each line after me, as if you were speaking both parts. Good morning. How are you today? I'm doing great, thank you. How about you? I'm good too, just a little sleepy. Yeah, mornings can be tough. Did you have breakfast? Yes, I made some eggs and coffee. Perfect. Feel the natural tone, the small pauses, the real rhythm of daily speech. Fluency isn't about memorizing, it's about hearing, feeling, and repeating. When you shadow real conversation patterns like this, your mouth gets used to the music of English. That's how you start sounding natural, without even trying. Now let's move to the afternoon routine. But this time, let's make it more expressive and free. Instead of describing actions step by step, describe your experience of the day. You can say, "The afternoon feels long but peaceful. The office is quiet. The sound of keyboards fills the room. I'm finishing my work and thinking about the evening." This type of description turns your daily routine into storytelling, and storytelling builds fluency faster than memorization ever could. Let's try that storytelling exercise together. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm feeling a bit tired but still focused. I drink some water and stretch my arms. Outside the window, I can see trees moving in the wind. I check my watch and realize there's still 1 hour left before I finish. I smile and continue working. Excellent. That's fluent, emotional English in action. No translation, no memorization, just life in words. Now let's practice linking your sentences naturally. Because fluent speakers don't stop after easy thought. They connect ideas smoothly with linking words like and, then, after that, so, and because. Try this example with me. I finished my work and then went to the store. After that, I cooked dinner and watched a show because I wanted to relax. See how the ideas connect? Now repeat it again, making your voice flow like a gentle river. We'll do one more role play, but this time, imagine you're talking to a friend about your whole day. Hey, how was your day today? It was good. I woke up early, went for a walk, and had breakfast with my family. That sounds nice. What did you do after that? I worked all day, but it was productive. Did you do anything fun in the evening? Yes. I watched a movie and relaxed for a bit. Perfect. When you repeat these daily life exchanges, you're practicing real conversational English, not just classroom English. Now let's talk about vocabulary in action, using words naturally instead of memorizing them. For example, if you learn the word relax, don't just remember it, live it. Say, "I'm relaxing on the sofa." "I'm relaxing after a long day." This music helps me relax. See how the same word becomes part of different real-life moments. That's how words become yours forever. Let's build a few more useful daily life phrases together. I'm running late. I'm almost ready. I'm on my way. I'll call you later. Let's meet after lunch. These are phrases you can use in almost any daily situation. Repeat them after me, softly but confidently, until they start feeling automatic. Now, let's explore how to sound polite and natural when speaking English in your daily conversations. You can say, "Could you please pass the salt?" instead of "Give me the salt." Or, "Would you mind helping me with this?" instead of "Help me." These small changes make your English sound warmer and more respectful, a true sign of fluency. Let's practice a few polite phrases now. Excuse me, can you tell me the time? Thank you so much for your help. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate it. Excellent. Try saying them again, imagining you're talking to someone face to face. Notice how tone and politeness make your voice softer and friendlier. Now, as the evening approaches again, let's turn this into a mindfulness moment, practicing English through calm reflection. Close your eyes, take a slow breath, and repeat after me. I'm proud of myself for learning today. I spoke English with confidence. I tried new words. I listened carefully and improved my rhythm. Good. Every time you speak like this, you're reinforcing positive learning habits that last forever. Finally, let's connect everything we've done so far into one continuous story. Your daily English story. I wake up early and smile at the morning light. I brush my teeth, make breakfast, and plan my day. I go to work, meet people, and learn new things. In the evening, I come home, relax, and reflect on what I learned. Before bed, I say to myself, I'm improving every day. That is the rhythm of English fluency, the story of you living your language. Now that you've practiced natural speaking through short conversations, let's move into long-form expression, speaking for a few minutes at a time without stopping. This is one of the most powerful ways to build real fluency. When you can talk about your whole day, your plans, your feelings, and your goals in English, you begin to think in English naturally. Let's begin with a guided story. I'll speak slowly, and you'll repeat after me in your own calm rhythm. This morning, I woke up early because I wanted to start my day peacefully. I opened the window and took a deep breath. The sky was bright and clear. I made a cup of coffee and listened to some soft music. Then, I sat at my desk and planned my day. I wrote a few notes about the things I wanted to finish. After that, I got ready, put on my jacket, and left the house with a smile. Beautiful! Notice how each sentence flows into the next. That's how you should speak when telling your story. Now, imagine continuing that story into the afternoon. I arrived at work and greeted my coworkers. We had a short meeting about the new project. Everyone shared their ideas, and I listened carefully. After the meeting, I worked on my tasks while drinking some water. At lunchtime, I went outside for a short walk. The weather was warm and calm. I felt grateful for the quiet moment before going back to work. Excellent! These are everyday scenes, yet they build strong emotional memory in your English practice. Let's pause for a small shadowing exercise now. Speak with me in rhythm, connecting words naturally. I wake up early, open the window, and feel the fresh air. I make coffee and listen to music. I start my day with energy and focus. Good. Let's make it smoother now. I wake up early, open the window, feel the fresh air, make coffee, and listen to music. That connection between words, that smooth line, is the heartbeat of fluency. Now, let's explore a few natural connectors that make your speech sound fluent and intelligent. You can use after that then, later, finally, and so to connect ideas easily. For example, I went to work, and after that, I met my friend for coffee. Then we talked about our weekend plans. Later, I did some shopping, and finally, I went home to rest. Simple words, but when used naturally, they make your speaking sound like a story rather than a list. Let's practice describing feelings and reactions again, because emotions give power to your sentences. Try saying these softly after me. I felt proud after finishing my work. I felt relaxed when I got home. I was surprised by how quickly the day passed. I felt peaceful when I listened to music. Wonderful! Don't just say the words, feel them. The feeling makes your pronunciation warmer and more natural. Now, imagine you're ending your day and reflecting on everything you've done. You can say, "Today was a good day. I learned something new. I spoke English confidently. I made progress even in small steps." Repeat that again. Today was a good day. I learned something new. I spoke English confidently. I made progress. Every time you speak sentences like this, you're not only practicing English, you're building a positive learning mindset that keeps you going. Let's do a short repetition and reflection activity. I'll give you simple phrases, and you'll repeat them softly after me while thinking of your own day. I woke up early. I ate a healthy breakfast. I focused on my work. I talked to my friends. I relaxed in the evening. I'm improving every day. That's it. These simple affirmations remind your brain that English is part of your lifestyle now, not just a subject to study. Now let's try something slightly more advanced. Story expansion. This means taking one small idea and building it into a longer, more natural paragraph. For example, instead of saying, "I went for a walk," you can say, "After dinner, I went for a short walk near my house. The street was quiet, and the sky was full of stars. I listened to soft music and felt calm. It helped me clear my mind before going to bed." See how it becomes a full picture now? This is how you train your brain to speak smoothly for longer. Let's do another one together. Start with, "I cooked dinner." Now expand it. "I cooked dinner for my family tonight. I made rice, chicken, and vegetables. The food smelled amazing, and everyone enjoyed it. We talked and laughed while eating. It was a simple moment, but it made me feel happy." Beautiful. You just turned a short sentence into a full fluent story. That's how real conversation happens. Let's practice some day summary dialogues now. Short, friendly talks that you might have at the end of the day. How was your day? It was good. I was busy, but I got a lot done. Did you go anywhere after work? Yes, I went to the park for a walk. That's nice. I just stayed home and relaxed. Repeat this several times. Change the details each time so you learn to think quickly in English. Now, let's add vocabulary variety. Different ways to say common things. For example, instead of always saying "I'm tired," try "I'm exhausted," "I'm worn out," or "I need a break." Instead of "I'm happy," try "I'm glad," "I feel great," or "I'm in a good mood." These small vocabulary upgrades make your English sound natural and fluent without needing advanced words. Let's put that into practice through a small conversation. "You look tired today." "Yeah, I'm a bit exhausted. It's been a long day." "I understand. Are you happy with what you did today?" "Yes, I feel great. I finished everything I planned." That's good to hear. Try repeating this with soft emotion and natural rhythm. This is how you sound friendly and fluent at the same time. Before we move further, let's do a deep, mindful shadowing practice to train your inner rhythm. Close your eyes, take a slow breath, and repeat after me in a calm voice. "I'm living my day in English. I'm describing what I do, what I feel, and what I see. My words are flowing naturally. My English is improving every day. I'm confident, calm, and ready for more." Excellent. These words not only train your pronunciation, they also train your mindset. Every time you describe your routine, tell your story, or express your emotions in English, you're strengthening the habit of thinking in this language. You're building fluency not through memorization, but through living, one small, meaningful sentence at a time. Now that you've mastered describing your daily routine, let's move one step deeper into conversation fluency, expressing not just what you do, but also why you do it, how it makes you feel, and what your habits say about you. This is the stage where English stops being a subject and becomes your voice. Let's start with something simple but powerful: habits. You can say, I wake up early every day, but when you add reasons, it becomes more personal and expressive. Try saying, I wake up early because I love quiet mornings, or I wake up early so I can have time to plan my day. That small addition of because or so makes your sentence more meaningful and natural. Now let's practice together. I'll say a few phrases, and you'll repeat them after me, thinking of your own reasons behind each one. I drink water in the morning because it helps me feel fresh. I exercise after work so I can relax. I read at night because it helps me sleep better. Wonderful. This way, you're not only using English correctly, you're also connecting it to your real life. And that's what makes language learning stick. Let's make it conversational. Imagine a friendly exchange between two people talking about habits. Do you usually wake up early? Yes. I like starting my day before sunrise. That's nice. Do you drink coffee or tea in the morning? I usually drink tea. It helps me wake up gently. I prefer coffee. It gives me more energy. Perfect. These everyday talks are exactly how you'll sound natural in real life. Now let's move into talking about weekends, because describing free time is one of the easiest ways to connect with people in English. You can say, on weekends, I like to relax, but it's better to add small details. On weekends, I like to relax and spend time with my family. Sometimes I go for a walk in the park or watch a movie at home. Try repeating that now, slowly, softly, and clearly. Let's continue with more examples to build your fluency. On Saturdays, I usually clean the house and do laundry. On Sundays, I meet my friends for lunch. I sometimes visit my parents or go shopping. I also like to take a nap in the afternoon. These short, realistic sentences will help you describe your weekends with confidence. Now let's combine everything into a short daily and weekend story. During the week, my days are busy with work and study. I wake up early, go to the office, and focus on my tasks. But on weekends, I slow down. I sleep a little longer, make a nice breakfast, and enjoy time with my loved ones. Sometimes I go for a walk, and sometimes I just read a book or listen to music. That's fluent English, simple, natural, connected to real life. Let's expand vocabulary for daily habits and routines. Repeat these phrases after me. I make my bed every morning. I check my messages after breakfast. I write a to-do list before starting work. I take short breaks during the day. I prepare my clothes for tomorrow. These are real habits you can describe every day, and they'll help you form automatic speaking patterns. Now, let's add a bit of reflection. I'll guide you through an introspective English practice. Repeat softly after me. I'm grateful for my simple routine. I feel calm when I plan my day. I'm learning to stay organized. I'm improving my English while living my daily life. Excellent. See how language and emotion merge here? That's what builds confidence and fluency. Let's imagine another real conversation scenario. You meet a colleague or a friend on Monday morning. They say, "How was your weekend?" And you reply, "It was relaxing. I spent time with my family and watched a movie." They ask, "What movie did you watch?" And you say, "I watched a romantic comedy. It was funny and lighthearted." Then you ask them, "What about you?" And they reply, "I went hiking with friends." Repeat this conversation after me. It's natural, friendly, and exactly how real people speak. Now let's focus on pronunciation flow again. Repeat after me, connecting your words gently. I had a relaxing weekend. I spent time with my family. I went for a walk in the park. I watched a movie and cooked dinner. I enjoyed every moment. Good. Linking words together smoothly creates that warm, fluent sound we all love in natural English. Next, let's practice describing moods and energy levels, because English is not only about what you do, it's also about how you feel while doing it. You can say, "I feel sleepy in the morning," or "I feel energetic after breakfast." You might also say, "I'm excited for the weekend," or "I feel peaceful when I listen to music." Repeat those now, slowly and naturally, imagining each situation. We'll add a few more useful emotional expressions to your vocabulary. Try these. I'm a bit nervous about my meeting today. I'm happy with how my day went. I'm bored when I have nothing to do. I feel proud of myself for studying English every day. These expressions bring life to your daily storytelling because feelings make conversations real. Let's build another dialogue to practice emotional flow. You look happy today. Yes, I finished a big project. That's great. You must feel proud. I do. It feels good to complete it. What will you do to celebrate? Maybe I'll relax and order some food tonight. Excellent. That's how you naturally express emotion through English. Now, let's slow down for a reflection practice that combines speaking and calm breathing. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and repeat after me. I'm living my daily life in English. I'm improving with every word. I'm learning to speak clearly and calmly. English feels natural and comfortable to me. I'm proud of my effort today. Beautiful. Your voice, your rhythm, and your thoughts are now aligned. That's true fluency. Let's continue with a small challenge. I'll ask you a few open-ended questions, and you'll answer aloud in English. No translation, just simple thinking. What time do you wake up? What's your favorite part of the day? What do you usually eat for lunch? What do you do in the evening to relax? How do you feel at the end of the day? Answer each one naturally, in your own words. This is the kind of daily speaking you should practice. Real, honest, and connected to your life. Every sentence you speak today adds another layer to your confidence. Every word you repeat becomes a small piece of your fluency journey. And every day you live through English, your voice becomes stronger, clearer, and freer now that you've learned to speak comfortably about your present routine. Let's move into something even more interesting, talking about your future plans and goals in English. Being able to describe what you're going to do tomorrow, next week, or next year is one of the clearest signs that you're truly fluent. It helps you sound confident, organized, and expressive when you talk about life. Let's begin with simple patterns that describe future actions. You can say, I'm going to meet my friend tomorrow. Or, I'll clean my room later. Or, I'm planning to visit my parents next weekend. These sentences are not just grammar, they're daily life in words. Try repeating them after me slowly. I'm going to meet my friend tomorrow. I'll clean my room later. I'm planning to visit my parents next weekend. Perfect. Notice how calm and natural the tone feels. That's exactly how you should speak. Now let's create a short dialogue using these patterns. What are you doing tomorrow? I'm going shopping in the morning. Nice. Are you meeting anyone later? Yes, I'm going to have lunch with my cousin. That sounds fun. Yeah, we haven't met in weeks. Great job. This kind of future-focused conversation is very common, and you can practice it anywhere, even while walking or thinking about your next day. Let's add more details and make your sentences longer. Instead of, I'll study tomorrow, try, I'll study English tomorrow morning for an hour before work. Instead of, I'm going out later, say, I'm going out later to buy some groceries and take a short walk. When you include small details, you train your mind to build complete natural thoughts in English. That's what real fluency feels like. Now imagine you're planning your weekend. You can say, I'm going to visit my grandparents on Saturday. I'll help them in the garden and have dinner with them in the evening. On Sunday, I'm planning to stay home and relax. Repeat that slowly after me. Good. See how the future tense connects easily with daily life? This is practical English that you can use right away. Let's do another short practice together. I'll ask you, and you'll answer aloud after me. What are you going to do after this video? Pause. I'm going to review what I learned and practice speaking. What are you doing next weekend? Pause. I'm going to meet my friends and try a new restaurant. What are your goals for this month? Pause. I'm focusing on improving my English pronunciation and confidence. Excellent. These kinds of questions keep your mind flexible. They make you ready for real conversations anytime. Now let's move to expressing dreams and hopes. Because talking about your future goals in English builds both vocabulary and motivation. Repeat softly after me. I hope to travel one day. I want to become fluent in English. I'm planning to start a new hobby. I'd like to live abroad in the future. I dream of working in another country. These sentences help you express your ambitions naturally and emotionally. Let's make it more emotional and connected to your real life. Try repeating this full paragraph after me. In the future, I want to speak English confidently with anyone, anywhere. I want to use English at work, while traveling, and while making new friends. I dream of expressing my ideas clearly without fear or hesitation. I'm not perfect yet, but I'm improving every single day. Beautiful. When you speak about your dreams in English, you give your words meaning, and meaning creates memory. Now let's practice planning your day in English. One of the best exercises to connect thinking and speaking. Imagine it's morning and you're organizing your schedule. Say, I'm going to exercise at 7. Then I'll have breakfast and start work at 9. I'll finish by 5 and meet a friend in the evening. Later, I'll relax and read a book before bed. This daily plan exercise helps you think quickly and stay organized, while practicing the future tense naturally. Let's add vocabulary for daily planning and scheduling. Repeat these useful phrases. I have a meeting at 10. I'll take a break around noon. I'm planning to go for a walk in the afternoon. I'll call my friend after dinner. I'm going to sleep early tonight. Excellent. These sentences are the kind you can use every day to build a true English routine. Now, let's make it conversational again. Imagine you're chatting with a coworker or classmate. What's your plan for today? I'll finish my report and then go out for coffee. Are you free this evening? Not really. I have to study English. That's great. You're really consistent. Yes? I practice a little every day. This rhythm, short questions and short, natural answers, is exactly what builds your fluency fast. Let's also learn to talk about intentions and motivation. You can say, I'm trying to wake up earlier these days, or I'm planning to eat healthier, or I want to spend less time on my phone. These sentences are part of real life, small goals, small improvements. Repeat them slowly after me, and imagine yourself doing each action. Now, let's shift to positive affirmations about your progress. Say this with me. I'm proud of how far I've come. I'm improving every day. I'm building confidence in English. I can express my ideas clearly. I'm closer to fluency than ever before. Very good. When you speak positive words aloud, your voice teaches your mind to believe in your growth. Let's take everything we've practiced and combine it into a long, natural English monologue that describes your future routine. Tomorrow, I'll wake up early and start my day with a cup of tea. I'll practice English for 15 minutes, repeating sentences from this lesson. Then I'll go to work and focus on my tasks. In the evening, I'll cook dinner, listen to music, and review my notes. I'll write down 3 sentences about what I learned today. Before sleeping, I'll close my eyes and feel proud of my progress. That's a full daily plan in English. Smooth, realistic, and beautiful. Fluency doesn't come from big jumps. It grows from daily consistency. Every time you speak, you become more natural. Every time you repeat, your pronunciation improves. Every time you describe your life, your confidence grows a little stronger. So keep describing your today and your tomorrow in English. Speak when you wake up, speak while you work, and speak when you reflect at night. Let English live with you in your thoughts, in your words, and in your dreams. Now that we've walked through the mornings, afternoons, evenings, and even your future routines together, it's time to bring everything you've learned into one smooth flow of natural English expression. You've practiced describing your actions, sharing your feelings, talking about your goals, and building rhythm in your sentences. And now, you're ready to live your English every single day. Let's take a moment to reflect. Think about how much progress you've made just by listening, repeating, and feeling the flow of each sentence. Maybe, when you started, you hesitated before speaking. You searched for words or translated in your mind. But now, as you speak along, the words start to come naturally. That's fluency, not perfection, not speed, but connection. You're connecting your mind, your emotions, and your voice together in English. Let's build a long shadowing practice now, the kind you can repeat daily as part of your routine. Speak with me slowly, clearly, and confidently. I wake up every morning with a positive mindset. I stretch, take a deep breath, and remind myself that every day is a chance to learn something new. I make breakfast, enjoy the quiet moments, and prepare for the day ahead. I go to work or study with focus and energy. I listen, I speak, and I learn from everything around me. I take short breaks, smile often, and try to stay calm even when the day gets busy. In the evening, I relax, reflect, and speak in English about my day. Before I sleep, I tell myself that I am improving step by step. Excellent. That rhythm, that calm repetition, is what builds lasting fluency. One sentence, one thought, one feeling at a time. Let's now connect the three time frames, past, present, and future, into one smooth conversation. Yesterday, I practiced English for 15 minutes. Today, I'm practicing again with focus and patience. Tomorrow, I'll practice once more and speak even more confidently. You see how the three connect? English becomes natural when you live it across time, remembering what you've done, describing what you're doing, and imagining what you'll do next. Let's make that practice deeper with another reflective paragraph. Yesterday taught me patience. Today reminds me to keep going. Tomorrow gives me hope. These simple reflections in English strengthen your fluency and your mindset together. Now, imagine yourself in the near future. You're speaking English confidently in a cafe, at work, or while traveling. Someone asks, "How did you become so fluent?" And you smile softly and say, "I practiced every day. I spoke to myself. I described my day in English. I learned to think in this language. I never gave up." That's the secret. Small, consistent practice that turns English into a part of who you are. Let's practice a longer closing monologue that you can repeat anytime you need motivation. Speak along with me. I used to think English was difficult, but now I understand it's just like any other skill. It grows with love, time, and patience. Every morning, I speak a few words. Every afternoon, I listen and repeat. Every evening, I review my progress. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. I feel proud of every new sentence I say. English is not only a language, it's a bridge that connects me with the world. Beautiful. You're doing exactly what true learners do, speaking with purpose, learning with heart, and practicing with joy. Let's take one last vocabulary and emotion blend to end this masterclass. Repeat softly after me and let every line sink in. I'm calm, I'm confident, I'm improving, I'm proud of my progress. I enjoy learning English every day. I speak clearly, I listen carefully, I understand naturally. I'm building the habit of fluency. I am becoming fluent. Excellent. Let that rhythm stay in your heart. It's not just practice, it's transformation. Now, take a deep breath and imagine your next English day. You'll wake up tomorrow and speak about your morning in English. Maybe you'll say, "I'm making breakfast," or "I'm getting ready for work." You'll think in English, even if it's just a few words. You'll talk about your plans, your thoughts, and your feelings. You'll make English part of your story. And whenever you feel unsure, come back to this rhythm. Describe your routine, your emotions, your goals. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait for the perfect sentence. Start speaking, even softly, even alone, because every word you say brings you closer to the confident, fluent speaker you're becoming. Let's finish with one final reflection together. I'm thankful for this journey. I'm learning more every day. I'm proud of my effort. I'm growing in confidence and fluency. I trust the process. My English will keep improving because I practice with love and patience. You've done an incredible job today. You've built sentences, practiced rhythm, repeated conversations, and learned how to describe your daily life in English with emotion and confidence. You're not just learning English, you're living it now. So keep speaking, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. Because English fluency is already inside you. You're unlocking it, one sentence at a time. Thank you so much for joining me in this English fluency masterclass. I'm Natasha, and I'm proud of how far you've come today. Keep practicing every day. And remember, your English journey has no limits. You're doing amazing. I'll see you in the next lesson.